All right. A little rant today. If that's not your cup of tea, then whatever. So, you know Jupiter, right? The decks. You know how good the experience is. You know how good the people are. You know how aligned everyone is. And I'm using that word specifically because they are using that word a lot. They're using the word aligned a lot. Now, when when it comes to voting, I mean, for some things like this, you're not going to get alignment. You're just not going to happen. And the problem with this is that you have two sides of the argument, which I understand one and the other. But when it comes to the people who are voting no, they are considered to be, doing it for themselves, doing it for their own bags, and doing it for their own profit. Now, when you mention that in the Discord, whenever you mention the fact that this is the Jupiter Discord and the entire conversation is literally about this airdrop, you will not get one other conversation at the moment about the airdrop unless someone has some sort of problem or something, or other banter or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, or even more, you're going to get the conversation about this airdrop. And, it's current, it's on topic, fine. But the people who are voting no, they are, in my opinion, by definition, they are greedy and selfish. Now, you can use that. You can say to me, "Oh, that's a very strong term to use, selfish and greedy. Why are you calling them that? That's a bit harsh." Well, go on dictionary.com and look up the words and what they mean. They're in it for their own gain. They're not in it to build the community further or build the project further. Now, what they are saying as well is that the people who are voting yes don't understand tokenomics, whereas they're not understanding that to build a project and to build a community project like this, like to this scale, you need to have what's considered dilution in the market to allow the tokens to be distributed out. I mean, I'm wording this really poorly, but I hope you know what I mean. Because this is one of those situations where you understand both sides of the argument, but you understand why they are saying it in their defense, because it's a selfish take. Now, you can say in the comments or whatever that why are you being like this, or why are you so anti the no voters? It's their opinion, it's their bag. That's the point, it's their bag. Because the people who are voting no, they have like probably a large amount staked. The problem is as well, the Jupiter price at the moment is like ranging between $1 and $1.10, right? Given a circumstance right now with crypto, and obviously because it's 2024 still, and it's not November 2025 where it's peak altcoin season. Roughly speaking, that's probably when it might be. Their price is not going to be, well, it's not going to be what they want right now, right? They want it probably about a 10x from now, or 5 to 10x from now, right? Or whatever. But yeah, I mean, they're not understanding that. They're not understanding that before this airdrop, they had DEX volume of 900 million, and since the airdrop happened, there has been volume of 69 billion, and these sorts of things are not taking into account. So if they do another airdrop and there's more scale, that just opens opportunity for more growth, more scale, more users to come in. And Meow, the founder, let's just use him as the key person. No one else actually really, they matter, but he is the face, right? And you understand that. Meow has said quite clearly that he wants 2 more Jupuary airdrops. So one coming in 2025 in January, so in a month and a half's time or so, or 2 months, and one the following year. So he has said on camera multiple times that he wants 2 more. And he's doing this vote because I don't even know why. This shouldn't even have been a vote, in my opinion. This should have just been definitive choice by them that we're going to do another airdrop or 2. That's it. You don't need to vote on it. You didn't vote on the other one. And I understand why you're voting now, because there's people have investment in this. I understand. I get it. But this should have been in concrete, in stone, based on Jupuary 1, the first airdrop. This should have been, it just should have been. I was going somewhere with this. I can't remember where I was going with this point. But yeah, as I try and remember, you can just see how the conversation in the Discord is just about this airdrop and how diverse these opinions are. When it comes to that, I can't remember what I was going to say, so I'll try and remember it again soon, if it was anything at all. I can't remember. So yeah, this Jupiter airdrop, you've got. Oh yeah, that was the point. There we go. Found it. Clicked in my head. So these people that are voting no, and you can vote no, it's totally fine. That's your choice. But when it comes to sort of like, you're protecting it, you're protecting your bag because you don't want people to sell their airdrop. You don't want the dilution to happen and for the sales to occur because that's for you right now. You consider that to be disastrous for your allocation, your bag. Like for me, I only have 300 staked. I have money elsewhere that I use. I'm not just solely focused on Jupiter. Why would I be? That would be insane. That would be actually stupid. But, I prioritize my funds in trading. I prioritize my funds in holding other assets as well. And you could argue, you could say to me, "Oh, you're hoping for an airdrop because you use the platform, therefore you're farming." Isn't everyone who uses the platform by default just using it? You are actually farming an airdrop. I know you can say, "Oh, multiple wallets is farming," and that's at the end of the day, they'll have a good system to detect symbols. But if I'm using the platform, even with my 300 stake dupe, my volume has been, I don't know, 1,000 or 10,000 times more than that. Just put it that way, on the platform, especially using perps and just DCA swaps itself. So I only have a small allocation for my staked amount, and that's my choice. I could put more in, I could put less in. It doesn't matter. Point is, where I was going with that, with Meow, going back to that point, when he says he wants 2 more, and you guys are voting no, what does that say? What does that tell you? That says to me that 1, I've already gone over the first point, you're protecting your bag, but 2, you do not trust Meow, and you do not trust his roadmap, you could say, his plan going forward to do 2 more. If you have a large amount stake and you are voting no, yet at the same time he wants 2 more to happen, but he's giving you the vote to decide, you are going against his decision. You are going against his wishes, his choice, his plan. Do you understand? I hope so. Because if you are saying, "Oh, I'm so bullish on Jupe, the team is amazing, PPP, J for J," all that stuff that you rinse and repeat in the chat and on the planetary calls that I attend every single time and every single Jupe rally, do you think about that? I doubt it heavily. Because if you're saying PPP, J for J, JM, all the lingo of Jupiter, right? You know what I'm saying? But then you don't want to go ahead looking forward to the future and going down the pathway of growing this project. Then what are you in it for? You're in it for yourself to eventually sell in the bull run. And then what are you going to do after that? Are you going to hope there's another airdrop for yourself? Is that what you're going to do? Because at the end of the day, once you eventually sell, you'll be looking for another way to get back in eventually. And if that's in the bear market, you will build again on the bear market your account to try and get another airdrop. That's kind of probably what you are not really aware of it yet, but that's probably what will happen. And that's the overall sort of, I guess you could say, that's the overall objective, right? You could say that's the overall objective for you. Sorry, I'm editing, changing the volume on my mic because I realized it may have been too high. So that's kind of where I'm coming from my perspective of why the people who are voting no for this are really going against the foundation of what Jupiter is. And that's to grow the community. That's to grow the foundation of it. And I'm probably the only person who's ranting about this and done a video on it, because I searched on YouTube and no one's talking about this. They're only talking about it in the Discord. And there was a call last night that they had on their Twitter, their X, that like a debate call. Not the founders, just the community working group people, whatever, doing that. Cool. I didn't tune into it. I was going to bed. It was too late for me. But it's like, oh, we're doing an announcement. We're doing a. I think where was it? Here. Here. Here it is. Jupuary vote debate is now live. Go on stage and share your takes. Why would people want to? Obviously, people went there and they probably had a good time, but this is relentless. This is 24/7 people talking about this airdrop. This is a horrible. The point of this video as well. This is a horrible experience. I absolutely adore Jupiter. I am such a huge fan of the platform and how smooth, seamless the experience is. I'm a huge fan of the UX UI of that. I have no complaints. It's flawless. It's, in my opinion, the best DEX out there. The best team, you could argue, out there. They do it for the people. They do it for the selflessness reasons. They do, they've even said that their bags are locked until 2026 or 2027, like very, very far away from potential, bull market sells. So that they have one thing in mind, and that's to build this, right? But what it's coming to with this vote it's been handled so horrendously bad, in my opinion. Yes, you're allowing the people to have their say in their vote, but ultimately this is causing so much friction in the Discord. For me personally, I've been in this Discord since beginning of last year. End of last year, I believe. Because I found Jupiter based on the airdrop, people talking about it. I didn't really know too much about what was going on with Jupiter at that time until I found out about the airdrop. So, and that's another point. It just backs up my own point and many people's points that people came into this knowing about that there's going to be an airdrop. Therefore, you put money into the platform over time, volume into the platform, so it just creates volume for the platform. So you're doing good by being aware of this airdrop. So for people to vote against it, ultimately, yes, you can change the token. You can change the 700 million supply that's going to be distributed out to 400 million or something. They might do that, or whatever. They might halve it even. I don't know. They might change something on it, but just to satisfy those who voted no, which is fine. But the purpose of this video is that this Discord, this Jupiter, has, me personally, I used to love I guess you could say the vibe, but still the vibe, yes. But when you read the chat now and everyone's like, oh, PPP, J for J, it's very rarely said at the moment because they're talking about this vote. But it almost comes across where you feel to yourself, are you being genuine, or are you just doing it to show that you're a cadet, just to show that you're in on the fun, so to speak. And it is quite fun to be in this Discord. People understand most of the time it's banter, which is fun. A lot of the time people don't get my dry humor, and they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'm just a joke. It's a joke. Chill out." But half the people laugh, and like, there's like 2 or 3 people that take it seriously. And thank you to the people who understand my humor, even though you don't know me, but you pick it up straight away. Anyway, so you get that, you get the good vibes, and then at the same time, because of this situation, you don't understand people's, you could say, true colors or their personality until a situation like this, right? Until you are deciding whether or not to vote for Jupuary or trying to not vote for it. I mean, it's going to happen, this vote. Like these 24, this is the funny thing as well. People are in here 24/7 arguing and debating about why they are for or against this, right, to happen. But ultimately, Meow has said live on camera he wants 2 more to happen, and it will happen. He will just change the fundamentals around it. So the majority of the people who are voting no do not want it to happen whatsoever, even 1%, right? That's why they're voting no. 700 million and 70% of the votes. These are just arbitrary numbers that they just give out, especially the 70%. Maybe not the supply amount, but the 70% vote. And we want the whole community. First of all, the wording is poor. We want the whole community. Therefore, we're doing 70%. That's not the whole community. Also, anything over 50% is the majority. And yes, you could argue they want an overall feel of the community, but last I checked, right? Last I checked on other votes, the majority itself, without a specific number, won the vote. So even if it's 50.1, that's still a majority of the vote. That's the majority. I know basic maths, right? I went to school, with my little pens and pencils and erasers, my pencil case. I did maths. I know things. I know numbers, right? So, anyway, I mean, this is just more just to get things, just to say it, because no one's really saying it on video, really. I've not seen anything, anyway. So, yeah, I voted yes, of course. I had no idea it would be this controversial, to be honest. But at the moment, the way things are leaning, the vote is going to be no. And why is that? Because the whales hold a large amount of tokens, therefore they heavily outweigh the people who are voting yes, who have staked. Which is, it goes for anything really, right? Doesn't it? It goes for anything, any DAO. So there will be another vote, which is another reason I'm doing this video, because this is so bloody long. This whole situation is so fucking long. There will be another vote next week, most likely, because this vote ends on Friday. There will be another vote, a revised vote where they will change numbers on a screen from probably 700 million to probably 500 or 400. They'll keep going until there's a yes or a no. Just well, more or less a yes. They will find a way to make everyone more or less at least satisfied with the result, the outcome. But yeah. So as you can see, the entire Discord is just the same. If you go on, I even make a joke sometimes saying, when I just check the chat and I'm like, are we still talking about the vote? Yep, okay, bye, see you later, that sort of thing. It's just there's nothing else to talk about. Like, what are these people going to talk about after this vote's been done and we get the airdrop? Because it's going to happen. He said, I don't know. The whole vibe of Discord now, the Jupiter Discord now, I should say. I wouldn't say dampened. It's just, there's a different feel. Like, when you go into a Discord and you have such a good vibe, or you know what to expect. There's a certain aura around each Discord you're in. There's always a different vibe in every single Discord. It always has a certain sort of image to it, a personality, a profile, you could say. And now this one's sort of just been, I would say, I wouldn't say chopped in half, but it's not a nice experience at the moment. Hopefully that will change after this has all been cleared up, but it's not been nice. It's not that it's just doing change. It's like it's not affecting me. It's just I'm just trying to say it's like the experience is different now. Not that I spend much time in here. It's just a different feel, and that's where I'm leading to. Is just that I want this to just. I didn't want there to be a vote to begin with. I wanted there shouldn't have been a vote. It should have just been set in stone. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and we move on, right? But no, we have to do a vote. We have to. We just have to vote on this, even though Meow wants to do it. We must vote on it for reasons. I don't know why. Is it just to fill in? It's not to fill in a vote, but there was no real need for this vote. We could have voted on anything else. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. Been a while since I've done a rant, but yeah, that was a tamed rant. That was very tame for me. But yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done here. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this vote, because it's just it just makes you just you're just fed up of it. I'm fed up of it. I'm really fed up of it. But yeah, let me know if my points have made any. If you agree with my points or you disagree. If you want, in the comments, slate me. I'm not a whale. I don't know anything. I barely hold anything. You only have 300 dupes staked. Give it to me raw. No lube. Give it to me. But yeah, whatever. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.